There's one tool I've been using for a while which helps me become a much better game developer. Why? Because it allows me to plan my personal and professional life, organize my ongoing projects, and take notes of courses and tutorials I am taking. Today I will give you all the information about this amazing tool. The tool that I'm talking about is basically called Notion. You may already know this tool from some other videos, advertisements, etc. I will super quickly go through the main advantages of using this piece of software or similar ones, because this could actually be like an entire course, an entire video, and I don't really want to bore you. So let's get started right away, because the two main sections in this case are daily planner and game development. So here actually in letta.corporation, in basically where I organize my own YouTube channel, basically I have these public pages. So these two pages, game development and daily planner, by the way, notes is basically here a subfolder over here, so we are going to be accessing the exact same thing. I will be leaving the link to these two pages over here in the description down below, because this, what will allow you to do is that it will allow you to basically duplicate this and have it as some kinds of template on your own, so you will be able to actually modify the information here. All this information is just empty to preserve my privacy, and also in the case of the projects, I only have here my indie projects because, well, then I have done work for other clients, and well, of course I don't want to share here the different game design documents that I provided for them or more stuff. So first of all, in this game development board, what I mainly have is notes here. So I have here a database with the different courses that I have taken. I can actually show you the courses that I have actually taken here in game development. This is the actual game development tab. Here in notes, well, these are all the courses that I have taken. I have even taken more, but I didn't load them in Notion. So as you can see, they are categorized in topics, okay, and also in status. These ones are done, this is in progress, this is not started, etc. So well, and this is quite interesting because I have here inside of here a database with the section of the course, the topic covered on that specific lesson, the title of the lesson, or the topic that I wanted to note down. I also have here the subsection, because this is section unit, movement and selection, and this is subsection 5. So I have here a code that I can copy and paste and I can save over here. In this case I didn't write any notes, but I want to show you, I think that here in C# generics, yes, here I actually use a lot of headings, a lot of here code as well, even here the code block or code line that it provides here, the callout element to do this kinds of block here with an emoji, and more stuff that this basically makes storing important information a breeze. So I really recommend that you actually take a look at all this, that you learn actually how to use all that. Because the template that I'm going to be providing is going to be like mostly empty, okay? It will have this and everything else is going to be completely empty. If you want to maximize the database, you just maximize this, and well, this is just an example, so you can replace here the title with whatever you want. I will go inside of this page and I can put here topic title, the section I can create over here, let's say 1, creating the project. The subsection is the first lesson. The topic could be I don't know, setting up a project. Well, it can actually be empty sometimes. So well, there we would have our first note of the courses that we are taking. So this really helps me get everything organized. And then in this other section I don't have that many things. The only things that I have here is like literally text and screenshots of courses that I probably want to take. I haven't organized like a whole database for this, because just a screenshot with the title, the platform where this is more than enough for me. So it is enough for me to know which other courses I may want to take in the future. And then for the projects, well, here as I told you, I have here like more sections depending, because I have indie projects, projects for clients, projects for companies, etc. But well, I am only showing here indie projects. And here in World Cup Collector, in the other ones I will actually delete them, because there isn't like a lot of information. what I want to show you actually here in World Cup Collector, it is basically my latest game. Well, not my latest game, it's the latest game that I have updated. And I have here these different sections. So the cool thing about this is that you can create here cards. So for example, I don't know, this is meant to be adding features to the game. So for example, let's say here that I want to modify the player movement. And as you can see, I can move around these different sections, and once this is tested and everything, I can just drag and drop it here. So let's say it here, add item shop. Okay, so this is in the icebox section. We'll have backlog to implement and to test. These two are self-explanatory, and icebox basically means that here there are going to be features that I would like to be implemented inside of the project, inside of the game. But if there isn't like the enough time, it's okay. It is something that would be cool to have, but it's not something mandatory. Then if I had like add the item shop here in backlog, it is something that it must be added, and soon it will be moved into the to implement section. So for example, we could have here icebox, for example, add more particles, add a new enemy, okay? And then here in backlog we could have like, I don't know, create the player movement. Then over here, allow the player to jump. Okay, so in this case, these are two things that I would like to add, and these are two things that I had to add right away. Then, for example, I will have here things that I am currently implementing or I want to implement next. For example, create platforms, add physics, world physics, okay, and add a main camera, for example. So I am implementing this. Then if these features are like quite simple as these ones, I can just drag and drop them over here. Or well, if they are more complex and they require deeper testing, I drag and drop them here, I test them, and once they are completed, I just discard them, okay? So this is the way in which I organize also my ongoing projects, okay? And now for the other one that I want to show you, by the way, here is my actual game development tab, and actually my actual daily planner with personal information that of course it isn't worth it sharing with you. So I've got here this new one that doesn't have any kind of information. I've just deleted some sections that maybe you wouldn't need, so I only left the most important ones. Once again, here you can create as many cards as you want, and then you can drag and drop them as you complete them or whatever. So here we do have more sections, and they are explained with emojis in this case, these first four. So this is a social event that has some specific date. For example, if I have a birthday, a family get together or something like that, I put it over here. Let's say I know, Father's Day, okay? And you could put here a deadline or the date where Father's Day is this, I don't know, this date, and it's going to be shown over there. Then this other section is for things that you really care about and has some kind of a specific date. For example, this can also contain projects, like for example, hand in project to client X, okay? And you can put here the deadline, for example, that one. Then this other section is for stuff that it is important, that's why it has like that battery, but it doesn't have a specific date. I don't know, for example, change the layout of my room, okay? But it's not something that I need to do like right now. It is something that can be postponed. It's not something that I need to have done immediately. And finally, this one is for some kind of a job that needs to be done or is scheduled to be done within the next days. For example, if I have here to hand in project, let's say by November 20, okay, then let's say this, test everything, okay? And let's say that I will test everything by November 18, okay? So that then by the 20, when I have to actually hand in the project, everything is completed. So that is one section, and the other section of these other 4 blocks is basically for my everyday life. I like waking up super early in the morning when I can, so here I put the tasks that I want to be done from 5 to 7:30, here from 7:30 to 1:30, etc. So that is also quite simple to understand. Another thing that is worth mentioning is that whenever you add something to these databases, I have here a calendar view and a list view. So let's add here once again, for example, hand in project. Let's say the 20th of November. Let's say that we have that's birthday, okay, on November the 28th, and I want to finish up the project on November the 16th, okay, or actually a little bit closer, 19th, okay. If I go to a calendar, I will basically see all this correctly, and I can actually drag and drop this and modify its dates. So for example, let's say, oh no, the handing of the project isn't on the 20th of November, it's on the 22nd. And actually I should have finished the project, let's say by the 20th, so that 21 I can test and send everything. And this will also change, as you can see, the dates over here. So everything is like perfectly synchronized. And basically, yes, because of these two main pages in my Notion, I have actually been able to become much more productive, get more things done in less time. So I really recommend that you start using them. Subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.